G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well. We're still in the Illithid colony, specifically the Tadpoling Center, where those kidnapped by the Illithid are given their tadpoles. Now, we have just had a bit of a fight. Within one of these pods, it turns out Zevlor was in one of them, and luckily he hasn't actually been tadpoled yet, I assume. So yeah, we managed to save him, so that completes one of our quests. In fact, I do want to just have a look here. Yeah, that is gone now, but we still haven't found Mole, and we assume that Mole has actually managed to find a way out somehow. Also, there's the Duke. So I guess we found a few Flaming Fist here, but not the Duke. So still going to need to try and look for the Duke somehow. The fight went relatively well, though Jaheira is quite injured, so we're gonna have to heal her up quite a bit. Let me see. I
wonder what the next move is.
We are running out of spell slots for Shadowheart, so that's a bit concerning. We've got some summons that are out for Jaheira as well, and they're not looking too hot either.
Blood.
I will resummon Quoth just in case we have a need for Quoth, but yeah, I'm just sort of looking at the area here. We probably do need to do quite a bit of looting. We might as well get that done first. And I'm thinking of backtracking just to the room that had a few devices in it. One of the devices is some kind of a healing thing. I'm secretly hoping that it will actually give us... Oh, Intellect Devourer Cerebellum. Never seen that before. I'll be taking those. Yeah, we haven't really encountered previous devourers that contained that. So I don't know why you wouldn't get that ingredient pretty early on. These guys are not hostile. Would they turn hostile once they've seen what's happening in here, or maybe not? Okay. I'm just trying to be a little bit cautious here. Don't want to be caught off guard. Yeah, I'll take that. Give me those brains. Oh, okay, yes, they do turn hostile.
Down.
Okay. Well, that complicates things. Perhaps maybe we just should kill all of the devourers that we see as we backtrack.
Let's have a look.
I don't mind doing that.
Hurry now.
Seems like the safe thing to do. Then there's Mizora. Yeah, we need to make some decisions there.
In all my heart, and you my many hands.
Alright, do we have anything else that we can loot? I don't think so.
Of many hearts, one.
Let's group everyone up together, and I think the first order of things is to just heal ourselves, because I'm not really going to be much use without doing that. Which way to go for that? I think just back here. Well, these guys don't seem to be attacking us on sight. Do we end them? I don't know, I feel like we could. We'll get a little bit of XP for doing that. And we get to collect these cerebellums. Not that I have been doing too much alchemy.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Oh, there's one up there.
The witching hour.
Of course it's not enough. That's fine.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I kind of want to keep our summons alive, so perhaps maybe them not being in the front line would be good. Oh, they can attack us from there. Was not expecting that. Oh yeah, we can hit them. 75% chance. There we go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright, do a quick save here. I'm sort of hoping that this device is also going to restore spell slots. I think it has. Perfect.
This ought to be good.
Exactly what we needed.
And these things have stayed interesting. Breathe deep.
And okay, we still don't have as many long rests though, but that's okay. I'm hoping to find more of these devices as we progress deeper into the colony. Let's see.
Something's on my mind.
One more? Where's the other one? Okay.
No gloom, all doom.
I think you can
With haste.
do maybe that. Big damage. Ursa. Ursa's going last. Bloody hell.
Talk to me. Got to move.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Open up. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Another rune slate.
Seems simple enough.
A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind. Staggered fresh from the spawning pool, the elder wakes, the elder births anew. But all is not right. Down in the darkness where the Elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights that taste of pain. Okay, so... yeah, let's deal with Mizora. I'm just wondering whether or not there's anything that I need to do before I free her. I don't think so. I haven't really caught any glimpse of anything that would change the outcome of stuff.
Playtime's over. Get me out.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
So, I'm just sort of having a think here. If Will would be here, what he would want us to do. On one side, you know, it's a pretty, maybe, quote-unquote, heroic thing to do to maybe leave her to her demise. But on the other hand, being able to free Will from his pact, contract, whatever you want to call it, with Mizora is also something that we want to try and do. I mean, if Mizora dies, though, wouldn't that dissolve the pact anyway? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's unleash here and live with the consequences, I guess.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? We could be long dead before that long's elapsed.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
I'm tempted to kill her here and now, to be honest. Maybe we can be a little bit more amicable. A full 1.5 years, you've got to be kidding.
Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Oh man, that felt dirty. That was dirty. I need a bath now, after all of that. Jeez, I'm tempted to just redo that interaction and just kill her on the spot, but I don't know if it'll pan out that way. She probably would still, you know, go and maybe even just escape, simply. So, yeah, maybe we'll live with this choice, as horrible as I feel about it. But that's what happened. I really do wish that Will was here. I wonder if Will knew about the terms and conditions, so to speak, and that if we did choose to free her, maybe he would caution us against it and say, hey, you know, that's not going to free me anyway because it'll still take 6 months. I mean, then there's probably additional conditions after that. To say that, you know, there are even more conditions. Have we been up this way? I can't really recall, to be honest. Or maybe this is where we started.
No
I
traps.
think it is. Yeah. Alright, I think the only thing left to do... Actually, there is one more thing that we can do. We've got another mind to speak to. So let's go back and do that. I completely forgot about it, actually. Could have done it while we got ourselves healed. Yeah, we'll speak to this mind. Once that's done, I think we'll take the elevator, I suppose, downwards. Actually, that's not the right thing. This is what I want. Closed mind.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort.
Okay.
Won't be laughing. Won't be laughing when I'm a watchman.
That's weird. It wasn't levitating before. That time it was, though, so... Sounds like a very less than savory character. Let's try and find that lift again. Not that way. Maybe... up here and... yeah, just to the right.
Descend.
All aboard. Let's do a quick save, just in case. I said all aboard. Okay.
All
I think we're good.
What now? Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around more than usual?
It's reacting to something down here. We should prepare to do the same.
I guess they put the healing thing up there because we're about to have like a bigger fight down here.
Moving in.
Could be.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Why would we leave, though? Let's enter.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
The Lash of Thor!
Is that an elder brain?
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Absolutely not. Go ahead, we stand no chance. Gale, you cannot do this. You can't condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
I guess we could immediately go into one of the endings at this point and let him explode himself and then all of us caught in the blast or something, but trust me, Gale, we'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra.
I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so, very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
Good man.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute
Helm preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
Okay, so I guess the plot is even deeper.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Kind of gave me goosebumps. Right, suppose this is hopefully our fight with Ketheric, or our final fight with Ketheric. Okay, yep, that's where she's being held. We've got Skellies over that side. And then there's the matter of the Duke. The Duke was tadpoled, so we can't trust him, obviously, because he's now under the influence. But, is there actually a way to remove that tadpole? I mean, I guess that's what we've been trying to do all this time for ourselves, so who knows. I guess we just walk in here and have a bit of a dialogue before the fight starts. Is that even wise? Should we plan for a bit of an ambush, or I don't know. I don't know what to think right now. Got these guys down here. Now, I think we should stay together, at least for the moment.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers, but for Merkel I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Maybe. I was ready to show you mercy before. It's still not too late. You can repent. Yeah. Cosmic Omen? 1d6, that's even better. I suppose I can only... Oh, hang on. No, I can get guidance from a couple of people. That's good. But this one is a swap out one. Yeah. Okay. Voice of the Circle? Absolutely. We need an 18. We've got 4 inspiration. We might be able to do this. Oh, yes.
Repent? Would that even be possible? Perhaps. No. There is no repentance. No release. My debt can never be repaid. He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is...
What the?
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dusk. I am Merkel, lord of bones, and you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am a beginning.
Okay, I am worried about this.
Shit.
Okay, so I was sort of hoping that by persuading him we wouldn't really need to fight, but yeah. I guess we got to this point. If there was no fight, I would kind of be a little bit disappointed. This seems like some kind of a boss fight as well. I presume he can't exactly move from this position, but he might be able to just cast anywhere he wants. So what are our priorities here? I'm not 100% sure. Would be good to just like kill off a whole bunch of targets in one, if possible. The Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer seems like a bit of a problem as well. I would love to get the high ground. And then there are these guys down here. And maybe if we can get to Aelin, we can free her and have her assist in the fight. Yeah, anyway. Let's take a look at what Merkel is about. Or it's an apostle of Merkel. Merkel's presence. The apostle exudes the god of death's unholy will and bone chills all nearby creatures. Bone chills. Cannot regain hit points. Ugh. Okay, so... I don't think we're affected just yet. But let's just have a look. Yeah, I don't see it coming into effect at this distance, so my guess is that if we do come up for a bit of melee damage, perhaps maybe it might kick in. Right. Invulnerable. Ketheric is immune against all... Why Ketheric, though? Oh, I guess maybe... Technically, Ketheric has transformed into this thing. Immune against all damage while he has the Night Song. Imprisoned. Okay. Which means we do need to get to Aelin, regardless. Alright. Bit of a problem. I could straight up, you know, Misty Step there. That would give me some high ground. Though I prefer leaving blue up here to try and deal more attacks. I feel like that's a little bit higher than this platform over here. I don't know if we'll get the advantage though. Okay, let's do that. Good. Hopefully they will step through all of the spikes and just simply die. We may as well use Shillelagh. Okay, so that's decent.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Gale. Yeah, being on the low ground is a real problem. We could move into a position to get the spell off. Or, alternatively, these guys may come to us, and that might actually be a better outcome. Because I think these guys are going to have to dash, right? Are these spellcasters? Can't really remember. Alright, we won't deal damage to these guys, I think. I think maybe investing in haste early on is the play. And we want haste on blue. As usual. We'll move you back. But not too far back.
What should I do?
Shadowheart. Can we throw... Yeah, we can. A very good chance to hit, plus disadvantage.
Still standing, no matter what you heard.
That's potentially a decent idea here to cast that. We're gonna have to clear it though afterwards, because we need to get to Aelin. So maybe not. Wall of fire. So apparently we've got Cosmic Omen on. Okay, right. So it's basically guidance. On blue. Pretty decent, although maybe what I could do is I could keep that on, maybe focus on using a different spell instead. Maybe having another target for enemies to deal with isn't such a bad idea. I think these guys are susceptible to all types of elements. So any choice would be good. Primordial gales, gushing air, shock foes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe fire elemental is a nice choice. So let's place the fire elemental over there. If anything, it might draw attacks to itself, which is not bad. Erupting Cinder. Yeah, this could work. We could, like, do something like that, maybe. What's this? Multi-attack. Class action. Okay. Surrounded by silver mist, you teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see. It's a bonus action. Oh, okay. This seems decent. I can cast it from behind them. Okay. Sorry, before we do that though, just taking a look at our options. Blue, I probably do want to just like get in some attacks. Even at a disadvantage, I think it will probably be able to land a few shots. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna settle with that. So let's do Elemental Warp. That's really strong. There's no limitation to how many times you can do this, and it's a bonus action as well. That's pretty crazy. No wonder this is a level 5 spell. Okay. Well, we didn't do as much damage as I was hoping, but we can probably act as a bit of a distraction for these guys, so let's maybe pull back a little bit.
A rough tempest I will raise. Still on my feet.
Yeah, let's do Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Fire off a few shots, 90%, yeah, outside of normal range, and low ground. I'm hoping to maybe just get rid of outside of normal range. Yeah, low grounds, yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to live with that. I could do brace, but I think maybe I'll save that. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, That's decent. Cull. Oh! Oh! I really needed that last shot. Anyway. That's fine. Shadow Heart. Yeah, let's do Guiding Bolt. Actually,
For the fallen.
would be better if we do... Oh yes, that's right, I've already taken an action with Jaheira. My bad. Let's spread out a little bit though, so let's move Jaheira up this way. I'll do the Flame Blade in the next turn, I think.
Ready.
Alright, let's do it.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Oh, yes! Okay, that was really, really good. I wasn't sure if we would get enough damage, but we did. That's very nice. Let's spawn a greatsword right here. Okay.
Come on, can't stay idle. I speak, they burn.
I think we have given offense.
Worth. I guess maybe we can just park you up there. Ursa. I feel like we're not really going to be able to do too much here. Is there a way for us to jump across? Because if there is, that would be very nice. Yeah, I can't really do too much. I'm going to push Ursa up to just before the end of the spikes here. And I think we could do a goading roar. Yep, so they'll come in, try to attack Ursa, they'll step on all of the spikes, obviously. Alright, so the Woodward. Forgot about you. I think if anything, we can probably just try and get ourselves into a position to climb up, and obviously we want to try and get in as many attacks as possible once we do free Aelin. And yeah, people are spread out, that's good. I'm just concerned about like big AoE spells. Frightened. Okay, I think we managed to prevent Frightened though. All of the damned, what does this do? Speak the commands of Merkel, whisper in your ears, and pull all nearby creatures towards you. On save, targets still take half damage, 8 to 35 damage. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, let's use that. Yikes. Okay. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And it killed, like, everything, though. Well, almost everything. Oh, man, I should have flew up this way in that case. I thought there were still enemies here to try and kill. Anyway, that's fine. If anything, we can try and get closer to the Involucre? Right, and turn. Yeah, these things will be spawning. We don't need the spikes anymore, so we can get rid of the spikes. Oh, that's not your spikes. Get rid of that. We use that, and I'm gonna dash and see if we can just climb up this way. Need to use Shillelagh, Shillelagh. Does she not have it already? No, not yet. Okay. Blue.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I think I will take this, actually. Nice. In the next round, I'm probably going to do Hunter's Mark. But for now, let's take our attacks. We may as well use this as well. Does it give us additional damage? Yeah, definitely. And brace as well. I might do brace and some attacks, and then we do lightning arrow in the next set of rounds or set of turns. Oh yes, that's right. My bad. My bad, my bad. I do need to free her first. So yeah, that was a little bit wasted. That's okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do too much here, so I'll end Blue's turn. You can jump from this position, but I do want to keep the high ground, to be fair.
Death is but a word away.
I think we break out our most powerful spells. It makes sense. Let's do a water elemental. Cast that over here. Not gonna be able to do too much until we free Aelin though. But yeah, I think Gale should just stay here. Can we get out of the range of any of Merkel's spells? Because if that's something that we could do, it might be decent. I think we do... Do we want to do Sanctuary? Or we could do a heal, a big heal on everyone. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah. I think so. This is going to be a concentration spell, right? So I was sort of thinking, can we bless? But then bless requires that concentration as well. Blade Ward. Death Ward. Maybe. I don't really have enough to get all the way up to the top. That's why I'm considering if I should dash up there, but that's going to consume our action. Yeah, what would be a good combination? Sanctuary. I do want to get Spirit Guardians on. Yeah, no matter which way I cut it, I feel like I'm gonna need to get Spirit Guardians on now or later. It's not really going to make too much of a difference in terms of attacking this thing. Sanctuary. If I put Sanctuary on her, I think that's maybe the better play, to be honest, because we're waiting for Aelin to be freed. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So, Sanctuary on ourselves. And then let's do a dash. Get in close to prepare for attacking this thing. I wonder if maybe it's a good idea to not bunch up too much. I just want to take a different position. Yeah, we're all bone chilled. Yeah, that's another problem. We're not going to be able to heal ourselves. Yeah, okay. Problems upon problems. Ursa, can you get close enough to do a help? I assume we will be able to if we dash. There we go. Nice. So let's move you back again. I wonder if she could have jumped across. Oh, no, there's a thing here to climb on. Good. Okay.
Act fast.
Can we get all of them in? I think so. Oh, not enough. Whoops. Probably teleport. Do I even need to do that? I might leave the elemental to just stay there.
Always the same old song.
Now, we should be able to get some attacks in, actually. Concentrate on some of these ones, so not really going to be able to do too much. I think we just do Guiding Bolt. 20%. Path interrupted as well. Okay, right. So, good idea then. Not enough free space. think I probably want to do Moonbeam. We just need to be aware that it's there. Hasn't exactly done any damage though. I guess all of the damage starts to come in at the beginning of Merkel's turn. I may as well use the Flame Blade now. Alright, let's... Oh yeah, she can't move because of being frightened. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's end our turn. Word. Not enough movement. Is this even gonna be beneficial? Attack rolls against it have advantage. Okay, maybe. 100%. Oh, damn. Okay. Didn't get it. We can try it again. Wow, hang on. What just happened there? Yeah, saving throw. Yeah, War God's Blessing. Whoa! That is big damage. But I think we lost one of our summons though, didn't we? Let me just have a look. Apostle of Merkel's action. Divine Smite. Yeah, okay, killed the Dryad. And 11 on the water elemental. Oh, water elemental's gone as well? I think so. It's dead. Oh no, it got knocked down. Alright. And then 32 and 20 on the Dryad. Jeez. Man. We'll let these guys just have their own fights, really. Blue, finally. Let's get a little bit of extra damage in there. High defense, target out at normal range. Let's just get in a little closer then. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Did we even get any damage there? 13 piercing. Okay. Chipping away at it. Or not. I mean, will doing something like Gaping Wounds be effective against this thing? Probably not, right? Like... it's all bones. It doesn't move, so there's no reason to use that as well. Oh man, I should be using that. Completely forgot. Okay. Decent. Winter's Breath. Multi-attack. What does this do? Alright. We probably just want the multi-attack in that case. Multi-attack seems to give us a bit more damage. If it hits, that is. Which will be kind of difficult to do.
Victory is assured. Certainly.
Ice knife. We are a little bit far, aren't we? Scorching ray. Target's too far. Damn it. Is there any possibility of getting Merkel without getting anyone else? I think so. It is a bit risky though, isn't it? I feel like I might be getting some of our own guys mixed up in this, but I can take the risk. Okay, good. That was very, very risky, to be honest. Alright. Done, and let's do Spirit Guardians, I think, is play. And gonna do Sanctuary on someone else. I guess everyone's going to be attacking though, so no real reason to do that. If I do another spectral weapon, does the previous one disappear? I'm not sure. I can't remember if I experimented with that before. But yeah, okay, it does. It doesn't matter. I was happy to just do that as a bit of a test and learn. Yeah, I can get all three, I think, or... Yes. Nice. If I move this here, we'll probably get some attacks in the next turn, but there is a real risk that he's able to hit like multiple of our companions if we did bunch up too much. Okay, Jaheira. I guess we place Jaheira maybe back here.
Blades bared.
Yeah, let's do that. Can't get there. Why? Jaheira's entangled. What? You bastard. Man, that is so annoying. Okay, let's just move this slightly. Oh, can I not do it because I'm entangled as well? Yeah, okay. So what can I do then? Not much. I've got the woodland being already. Actually, no. I don't have the woodland being, do I? I could summon the woodland being. Yeah. And that should let me move now because of the aura that it has, right? So thank goodness for that, but that has taken my action though. Nice. Can I? I wonder if I can do honeyed paws. That'd be funny if I could. I will retry that, because if this huge scythe drops, that'll be kind of funny. So do I want to just get an attack in, or do I want to try and entangle? If I can get an entangle off, that'd be good. For everyone else, that is. Ooh. Yes, okay. Very good. Alright, happy with that.
One life to my life. Sustain me, slave.
Cosmic Omen. Dame Aelin is almost dead though. Like, I'm actually kind of concerned that she might actually go down. Oh, yeah, okay, she's moved. I can possibly get a heal off for her. It'd be good if we can get a cull here. Or a critical miss. Alright,
Can't afford to let up.
do we even go ahead and heal her, or I'm thinking we do Sunbeam. Because if I do it right here, I'm not going to get anyone else mixed up in it. Nice!
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Oh! Jeez.
The rats! Together, we have crushed him, brain and body.
That was a bit violent.
Now. Now. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
What the hell?
I could sleep for 10 days after that.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Netherstone. Okay.
Looking ahead.
We definitely need a bit of a rest. I mean, let's just do that short rest, as we can't exactly get out of here just yet, but
hit the spot.
plenty of looting to do. That's probably going to be in the next episode. For now, I am signing out here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop me a like if you did, as usual. Looking forward to those comments. And subscribe if you're new, obviously. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.